Hi, welcome to VariYoga with Andrea. I hope you take some time for yourself and practice along and join me on this show. Today we're going to do everything, hopefully, just on the floor. So if you're sitting on your couch and you're actually do the show with me, clear some space around you. Let's get down on the floor. And if your floor is hardwood, please use a blanket and a mat if you have one, or if it's carpeted, that works perfectly. Before we get started, I want to say thank you to one of my viewers, and I thank all of you for viewing, and I really appreciate when you email me and send me little tidbits of how the show is helping you, and it really means a lot to me and to the Jones Television, because we just know that you actually are watching us, and we really appreciate that. So Erlene Dixon, thank you so much for your fabulous email. I'm glad that this show has been helping you, and I love that your grandson watches it with you as well. So we're going to do this show for you. So hopefully you were either taping it or you're watching it with me right now. So before we get on our lie down on the floor, take a comfortable seat. I'm sitting cross-legged, and if this is uncomfortable for you, another way to sit on the floor is just sit with your legs out in front of you, or you can actually sit with your knees bent and just hold your shins like this, or sit like this, so you can keep a nice straight spine. So I'm going to start here. I'm going to sit up like this with my knees in front of me. Instead of holding the kneecaps, just hold your shins, and then pull against your legs and sit up nice and straight. And just give your head a little nod back and forth. Check out your neck. See if there's tightness somewhere in your neck. Just roll your head like I'm doing here. Good. And then pause with your chin parallel to the floor. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, just turn your head to the side, just looking over to the side. And again, check into the neck and where it's tight, and then inhale back to center. That's it. And then you're going to change and go the other way. Look away from the television, the opposite direction. Excuse me. And then back to center. Good. And then let's do that 2 more times in each direction. So you take a breath in. Take a breath in with me. And then turn your head to the side, keeping your chin parallel to the floor. And then back to center. Good. And then over the other way, turn the other way. Beautiful. So I every day do some kind of movement for my neck. So because I used to wake up in the mornings with very tight shoulders and issues with the back of my neck and down into my shoulder blades. So moving your neck around slowly with awareness can help you to notice where there might be tension in your neck. Good. So let's do this with our shoulders. You're still sitting here on the floor. Inhale, lift the shoulders to your ears. Your head to your arm bones. Up. Yeah, go ahead. Do that, and then down. Pull them down. Good. Inhale, up again. You know, the beauty of VariYoga is we take classical poses and vary them to help them be accessible to you, even if you're a very beginner or an advanced student. And at the Yoga Center, we have classes for all levels. We even have intro classes, so you could, if you think, oh, I can't do yoga or I'm afraid to, you can come to the intro class. You get to meet all kinds of the varied teachers we have. Good, and come down with your shoulder blades down your back. Beautiful. And now just take your head and tip it forward towards your chest, your chin down, like this. And then you can just roll your head around. Just follow me, just roll it around. Oh. And you know, one of my viewers told me, she said, you know, I love watching your show in the morning. I watch it every morning at 6:30. And I said, oh, do you do it along with me? And she says, no, I'm in bed. I just watch you in bed. So I thought, what a great idea. Maybe I'll have to ask the Jones Television here to build me a bed. How would that be? And I do a yoga show from bed. Show you all the moves you can do while you're in bed. Just getting up in the morning and bring your head back up. So that's my friend Gail Stoops. She sometimes, so this is for you, Gail. You can do this with me. If you're, I'm gonna cross my legs now. If you're sitting in bed, let's rest. If you're watching this in the morning, you haven't gotten out of bed yet, come do this with me. Sit up. You don't have to sit. You can sit against your pillows, and lift your arms up. Inhale, raise your arms up. Good. Just do that. Get those shoulders moving, and exhale. Bring your hands down. Are you trying that? So just do it again. Turn the palms open, and inhale. Reach your arms up. Good. And exhale, bring your arms back down. And create some energy in your hands too. So you're stretching out through your fingertips. You're spreading your fingers wide. And then come back down. Beautiful. All right, so now it's like I said, we're gonna do some ab work. So you can come to the floor if you're watching this in your living room or family room, or you can actually, if you're still in bed, you can lie down on your back and do some ab work just right there before you get out of bed. So I'm opening up my blanket here, and I'm gonna turn sideways so you can see what's going on. And the first thing we do is we're just gonna lie down on our backs and hug your knees to your chest. Just hug them in. This is a great way to stretch out your low back. I'm gonna move my mic here. And pull your knees in, good. And then just push your knees away from you. Hold the kneecaps like this gently with your hands, and then exhale, pull the knees in. Push them away, and pull them in. One more time, good. And then set your feet back down. Here's a very gentle twist, but it starts to work the center of your torso, your abs, your obliques. What you do is you're gonna take your arms and put them in a cactus position like I have here, and just drop your knees over to the side, both of them together. Just drop them to the side, and you'll feel a stretch from the opposite shoulder to the hip. Good. Inhale, bring your knees back up, very simple movements, and then drop your knees the opposite way. Keep your elbows bent, keep your shoulders glued to the floor or to the mattress, and then back up again, and go again to the other side, just twisting gently. One beautiful thing about twists too is they start to work that center core of your torso, but they also help to aid in digestion and moving toxins out of the body. Good. And then legs back up again. One more time to each side. Good. And I'm just gently rocking my knees down, and then the other way. Good. Now pause with your knees pointing upward and draw your right knee into your chest. So just bend the knee, hands on the shins, and pull the knee in. Good. Keep the knee drawn into your chest. Take a breath in and exhale, round up. How close can you bring your head to your knee? And then straighten your body back to the floor. Let's do that again. You come up on an exhale, breathe out through your nose, and then release back down. Good. Let's do that 2 more times. I bet you can feel your stomach muscles helping you here, working, bringing you up. Also as part of your back muscles. And 1 more time. Come up. Beautiful. And then release down and change sides. So bring your left knee in. Hold the shin. Pull in. Take a breath in and exhale. Round up. Good. And keep going. So you exhale up. Pull in and release back. Yeah, 2 more times here with me. Come on, you can do it. I hope you're joining me. And round up and release. And also here when you're coming up, be respectful to your neck. So you're lifting from the shoulders. Yeah, good. And release. Beautiful. Let's go back to that other knee again. Take the right knee, bring your knee in, and you'll straighten the other leg up to the ceiling. Wow. And this is a good one for the lower abs and the thigh muscles. You're gonna lower your leg down. See if you can keep the knee straight, and then pull it back up again. Lift. And again, down as you exhale. Push out through the heel so your leg is nice and straight. The rest of your body is flat on the floor on the mattress. Lift your leg up and down. So you could be doing this if you've just woken up and you've turned on your television. It's 6:30 in the morning and you don't want to get out of bed yet. Just do these moves with me. Good. And let's go 1 more time. Bring the leg up and we'll switch legs. Hug the knee in and straighten the other leg and lower it down, stretching out through the heel. Good. Use your breath. Inhale, bring it up. Let's do that 3 more times. So in yoga too, we coordinate the movements with our breath. And sometimes the students will say after a class, God, I feel so good. Well, it's a lot of it because you paid attention to your breathing and your movements. And these movements deep into your joints and moving your limbs helps circulation. Good. And 1 more time, bring your leg up. And then hug your knees in. Rock from side to side. And then set your feet back down. Good. What we'll do here is we're going to cross our legs. So I'm going to pick up one leg and cross it over the other. Just cross your thighs. So you just like when you sit in a chair or at a desk, you cross your legs. And then your arms back in cactus. Good. Take a breath in And slowly lower your knees over to the side. So you're going to go, if you've got whatever leg's on top, that you're going to go the opposite direction of that hip. So just take your legs over and breathe. A nice twist. You'll feel it in your hip. It also is good for your torso, your waist, your abdomen, your obliques. Good. Keep the breath going. I'm holding this for 3 breaths, just so that let the gravity increase the stretch in your legs and your hip. That's it. And then we'll inhale. Come back up, and we're going to change sides. You bring your knee up, uncross the leg. That's it. Take the other one up, cross it over. And all these kind of movements, you know, I'm talking about your abdominals, but you're also helping your spine. We have paraspinal muscles. You're helping that, and you're twisting a little bit. That helps your back, your mid-back. And release your knees. And keep the breath going. Beautiful. So you notice knees are going one direction and the opposite shoulder is staying glued to the floor of the mat. Yeah. And then come back up. So now we'll do a little more active ab work. So this is one, you have to follow along here with me. What I want you to do is place whichever foot, doesn't matter, but pick a foot. I'm taking my left foot. My left ankle to the front of my right thigh. So do that with me. And then all I want you to do is bring your knee into midline, like this. You don't have to use your hand, and then open your knee back out again. And when you do the knee in, you're exhaling. When you open the knee up, out to the side, it's an inhale. Now this is important because we're going to add something to this. We're going to start using our abs. Okay, so your knee is bent, and the bent knee, same arm. Bend the elbow and cradle the back of your head. Good. Then stretch the other arm out straight on the floor, or if you're still lying down stretch it out there on your bed, on your mattress. Good. And then take a breath in. My knee is open, my arm is on the floor, stretched out. Good. Take a breath in and exhale. Bring the knee to midline and reach up past your thigh. Woo! You feel that? And then inhale. Stretch back. We're going to do that 4 more times, so join me. Exhale, round up, reach your hand past your thigh, and then inhale, set back. Exhale again. Come on, you can do it. Try it at least once, and set back. Let's go 1 more time. That's it. And then release. So we change sides. So release that foot, bring the other one up to the opposite thigh. You bend the opposite arm. And just first move your knee in and out. That might just right there. Sometimes it depends on how much range of motion you do have in your hips. This might be a new move for you. I'm like, ooh, can't go very far, but you start to. When you start to do these poses over time, the body responds. Be gentle with yourself. Respect your body. Take the other arm and stretch it along the floor. Take a nice deep breath in, and then exhale to round up and reach past your thigh. Can you do that? Good. Bring your shoulder up. And then release down. I'm crossing over my body. See if you can do it. And bring that shoulder up. You bring your head up. Cradle your head with your hand. Good. And then release back. Keep going with me here. Lift up. Doing some ab work today. And release. And strong abs gives you a healthy back. Yeah. And back down. How was that for you? Good. And let's release your feet to the floor. Keep your knees bent. Here's one for our thighs and our hips, as well as our abs and back. It's an easy bridge. And what you do is you place your hands beside you like this. And we're going to inhale, lift your hips up away from the floor or the bed. So I said in the beginning, if you just tuned in, this is a sequence or series or class or show you can do when you get up in the morning, even before you get out of bed. So let's inhale, lift up again. Push your feet into the floor, lift your hips, push your feet into the mattress, wherever if you're lying down there, and then come back down again. And I push my hands down, feet down, hips up, and back down again. Good. 1 more time. Lift up. And release down. Now you have your hands here beside you. So what you can do now is lift your hips and slide your hands so they're just resting right under the low part of your back, the very small part of your back. Protect your low back. And then bring your knees in. We're gonna take our legs up. This is a pretty strong one. I want you to take both legs up for me. Good. You do that? And then what we're gonna do is you're gonna lower one leg, pick whichever one, and lower it towards the floor, but don't let it go all the way down. Stop when it's about just hovering above, and then bring your leg back up. Whew, good. Go the opposite leg. Slowly lower it down. And I say slow because I want you to do it with control. And pause when you're hovering right there, and then bring it back up. Notice how I keep my feet flexed. And actually when I do this, I'm thinking about pushing out through that heel, the leg I'm lowering to the floor, and keep the other leg straight up. There you go. See how straight you can make your legs. Change sides. Lower the other leg down. Let's keep going here. And back up. Several more times. Lower your leg down. And back up. And again. Good. We'll do it one more time. I'm going to give you a little challenge here, okay? So we're going to take one leg down and back up, and then the other leg. Now the challenge is, just see, because I want you to be respectful to your back. So see what happens when you lower both legs. Woo, hold it. Then just bring them back up. So if you found that when you did that, your low back started talking to you, do it with individual legs. So we're going to do it 3 more times. So a total of 4. Lower your legs, hold it. You got it. Oh, and then come back up. And let's do that again. Oh, hold it, take it down part way, using your abs, using your thighs, and bring it back up. And let's try it one more time. And down, and back up. Wow, okay. Bring your feet to the floor, lift your hips, and let's bring our knees in. That's a nice way to release your low back, hugging your knees to your chest. So we're gonna come up off the floor and do some more ab work. Let me get my mic here. So roll over to one side and push yourself up. We're gonna come to all fours. So you can come to your hands and knees. And I'll face this way so you can still see me sideways. What I want you to do is just set your hands right underneath your shoulders and your knees right underneath your hips, yeah. And then you'll extend I'm going to mirror you here this time. Extend your right arm out in front and your left leg straight back. Balance here. And this may look like you're balancing just on your knee and your hand, but you're actually using your center, your core, your back, your abdominal muscles, and hold. Breathe. Yeah, good. Not much longer, just hold. And then I want you to bring your right hand down and your left knee down. I'm doing opposite. And then the other way. Leg up off the floor, opposite arm, opposite leg. Stretch through the fingertips, push back through the heel. Breathe. Hold it here for a few breaths. Mindful not to lock your elbow, the supporting arm. So you transfer the weight, the work to your muscles. Hello. I hope you're stretching here with me and building that strength in your leg. Good, let's release. Okay, so now let's do a little movement here for our leg and our hip and our abdomen. Just take your leg back, straight back. Good. And then exhale, bring the knee in as you round your shoulders and bring your head towards your knee. That's it. Inhale, stretch your leg back. Exhale, round. Inhale, straight back. Good. One more time. Exhale. Take the leg back and then bring your knee to the floor. Okay, let's change sides. Stretch your other leg back, good. That's an inhale. Exhale, round your back, bring your knee in, and then stretch it back. This is part of I'm breaking up the different sequences. We have VariYoga sequences. This is part of we call it the dog sequence, since you're on all fours, and it's Svangasana, for Sanskrit for dog. And stretch back. Good. One more time. That's a nice one. And release. Good. Now bring your knees in close and sit back on your heels. Does that feel a big stretch for your feet? And if it's too much, sit on a pillow. Good. You can bring your arms up overhead. I think I'll turn and face you this time so you can see this. I'm sitting on my heels. Sit on a pillow if you need to. And take your arms, heels of your hands up. Good. Get some more ab work. What you're going to do is exhale and round forward. Bring your navel towards your spine. And then inhale, lift up. Good. Exhale, round forward. Inhale, back up. Good. And then round forward again. Let your shoulders come away from the spine. And then inhale, draw your shoulder blades, lift your arm up. Arms, both of them, I mean. And one more time, round. Good. And up. So another thing about ab work is not necessarily, everybody thinks you gotta do crunches and you've got to constantly engage those muscles. Twisting is a form of ab work. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna do some seated twists. First, we're gonna open up our hips because Erlene Dixon told me her grandson loves the baby cradle. Cradle the baby. So that's what we're gonna do right now. You take your, I'll do the opposite of you. So take your right knee, bend it, and grab the knee with your hand. And grab your right foot with your left hand. Good. And then just rock back and forth like this. And I think one way this gets, if you have a lot of flexibility, this is where it kind of gets the baby cradle because you can hook your foot here and like you're cradling a baby. So see if you can do that. We'd rock back and forth. Good. And then go forward. And you'll feel a stretch in your back and lift back up. You probably feel it in your hip as well. And fold forward. And back up. Good. And that hip open. And you know, we even have a name for this pose. Bala is baby, and cradle is dolika. So it's Bala Dolikasana. That's kind of fun. Sanskrit, ancient language, older than Latin. A lot of our words in our English language comes from Sanskrit. So I'm baby cradling now this way. And if this is too intense, just hold the foot, hold the knee. Please modify. VariYoga, it's all about modification. Not one size does not fit everyone. One journey, many paths for all of us. Good. And those paths change too as we get older. I'll tell you that. I mean, I've practiced yoga a long time and I'm grateful I have. But I've noticed changes in my body. And yoga just, it fits. It helps you no matter where you are. Good. All right, so now let's release that leg. And we're gonna do a twist here. Like I said, we'll do several twists. Help with your digestion and get those center muscles working and twisting. You're gonna bend your knee and bring your foot to the inside of your thigh. Good. And wrap the opposite arm around and hug the knee and sit up nice and straight. Use your back hand to push into the floor. Lift up through the crown of your head and just twist and breathe. Keep the breath going. Keep a gentle twist from the hips all the way through to the shoulders. Head is last to turn. Keep breathing. So if you do a lot of twists, 10 minutes of them, you'll probably start to feel hungry. Like I said, it helps with digestion. And then straighten out that knee. Let's go the other side. Bend the knee, cross your arm around. Good. And twist. Beautiful. Keep the back hand. I bring it in close to the torso so you can push up. Lengthen upward. And if you notice, the last thing to turn, I've got my body turning and then I turn my head. And breathe. Yeah. I love twists. I really feel like, when I'm doing them, I really feel that they're working. I hope you notice that too. Let's turn back to center. Straighten out your leg. And take the other knee again, bend it, and you'll lower that knee to the floor. So again, a twist, but a different kind. So little variations here. And you will then twist, take your opposite hand to the opposite knee, and sit up nice and straight. Again, what happens here with this twist, it gives you a little more mobility in your hips to move a little more, to twist a little more. Good. And then a variation on that. See if you can reach your hand down to your foot. And just leave the other hand on the floor, just twist and turn away. Good. And then come back to center. Let's change sides. Straighten out your leg, bend the opposite knee, and lower it to the floor. You got it. Sit up nice and straight. Take that hand across your torso, twist. I hope you're joining me here. I hope you enjoyed the class. It goes so fast. I mean, it's almost over. So, doesn't it feel beautiful? You take time for yourself and then you just feel so much better. And you can I think it's just great. And I'm really, really grateful that you have joined us. And it's a blessing that we have this opportunity together And it's because of the Jones television that we are here. So send me a note, send me an email to aryoga.com, yogalady@aryoga.com. Come back up, and we're gonna have to close. So we're gonna do some, let's go back on the floor. So now, if you are in bed, don't do this part, because you might fall back asleep. So we're gonna go down here to the floor. We're gonna hug our knees in again. So if you just have been doing this in bed with me, get up and get ready for your day. I'm sure all this work has helped. And then just hug your knees in for a minute, and then set your knees back down. Good. And I just want you to bring your arms again beside you. Stretch them overhead. Full body stretch just with the arms, and then back down again. Good. Do that one more time with me. And then we're gonna close. And then we're gonna close by just letting our arms rest to our side. Let our legs, knees be bent, and close your eyes. And just focus on your breath.